Hello YouTube. My name is Stacy. I'm known here as flightyrambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Hello again, friends. I'm glad to be presenting another video today, and I'm going to be continuing in the theme of art journaling for art therapy. It's been really helping me focus every day on something other than how sad I'm feeling. If that makes sense. Yeah, it gives a focus to the day that isn't dwelling in that dark place, and forward momentum and so on. So first, I'm just admiring these nails. I'm enjoying the length and the shape, and I think these bows are just absolutely adorable. But this is not a nail video. No, indeed, it is another art project. Like I said, I'll be working out some feelings and some thoughts. This is the substrate I've chosen to use, which is 3 index cards that I've glued together to make it nice and sturdy. It is a nice approachable size. There's nothing too big about it. For my first layer, I will be doing some scribble journaling with this pencil. Wow, this is really good part of the art therapy, art journaling part, where you get to dump your thoughts with, you know, random scribbles sometimes, but it does sort your thoughts out, which is good. And in this dumping of words here, I did keep repeating one that came up. It was weary. It's like tired, but you know, just wearied. And so that'll be my word for this project. I'm gonna get the dictionaries out and do some collaging. Okay, so the word is weary. Tired, exhausted, jaded, yeah, tiring, tedious, become weary, yeah, right below weasel, which is interesting. So this page, and before I get into the glue, I'm going to take this off. I went to my first hand physio appointment today, and they recommended this compression sleeve to help with my hand, but I don't want to get it dirty. And now I have all of these marks. I go back in 3 weeks for another appointment, and I have some exercises I'm to do to loosen up the scar tissue and improve my mobility and range of motion. So we'll just continue with the project, looking for have it in here. Weary and weasel again. And I'll intersperse it with some music paper instead of another dictionary page. And to get my collage down, I'll use this matte Mod Podge. One moment. So this is matte Mod Podge just poured into this container. It's not diluted in any way. I like the thicker consistency when it comes for collaging. All right, my brush has become so crusty, but I am reluctant to do anything else about it right now, so I'm just going to use it for today's collage. And I'll see about softening it up with some water or what's that? What is it? There's a product I used to get goop out of the bristles. I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Yeah, I'm weary, which means my recall is kind of slow. My reflexes are definitely slow. But that will happen. So I'm going to get this layer dry and I'll be right back. So before I forget, I'm going to circle weary. That's only 2 times in this particular project. I think it's interesting that weasel is everywhere as well. And there's a Wednesday and a weed. A weep. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, let's circle weep. All right, so for my next layer, I'm gonna get the gesso. Oh, for crying out loud. Once I've finished getting the gesso off this piece here, I'll be ditching it because this has got more than enough wiggle room in it. So while I'm trying not to cover up everything, I'm also trying to use up all that gesso there. So catch 22 until it's gone. So before this dries, I'm going to use the back of another paintbrush and do some scribbles or journaling or asemic writing or mark making. Nice. And then I'll go ahead and get this dry. So I don't know where to go first, so I suppose I will go ahead and use my Dymo to get my sentiment out. Hopefully give me some thinking room. Here's my sentiment, weary. I'm going to trim the ends a little bit. That's looking good. And so I don't really know what to do next. I guess I'll use some neon colors, green and yellow. When I think of tired, I mean darker colors, but we'll see how this goes. And then I'll add a wash of white. All right, so this is looking good. I kind of want to bring up that texture a bit more, so I'm going to use this archival ink pad in jet black. I'll go ahead and get a border around the outside by getting the ink pad here. And then I'm going to use the surface and do some light scuffing. There we go. I think that's good. That's looking good. Actually, now that I'm seeing it, I want a bit of black right there in the middle. That'll do. That'll do. Excellent. That's looking good. Can you see the difference the black made? All right. I'm liking how the background's looking. I don't think I need to do much more. I don't know if I have the brain power to do much more, really. So let's look at a cluster for Weary. And I know I have fluorescent colors like this in embroidery thread, but they're in a well, let's go get them. I don't think that's, yeah, okay, these two. Perfect. All right. So just give me a minute to get all this cut and separated. I'll be right back. All right, so I've got the threads and they are a tangle, which is, you know, a good representation of my brain patterns considering how tired I am and kind of worn down, and you know, after days of not sleeping well, you just kind of get brain dead. So that's the part of the weary. And I was going to put an applique or something underneath, but I like how it's crazed looking with, you know, interrupted thought patterns and, you know, ideas that lose focus really quick. So I feel this is a good representation of all of that. So I'm going to get this glued down. And for that, I'm going to use Eileen's Fast Grab Tacky Glue. Now for the sentiment. Yeah, weary body too. I'm just like not sleeping, body's aching, mind is scrambled, tangled. But I got my hand physio appointment done today, so got that done. I really like how this came together, really. course thinking of adding some extra bits. My Dymo hiccuped and made some extra pieces here. So I think I'll put some in the top 2 corners. Oh, actually, yeah, top 2 corners. So here is my card for today. I am really happy with how it turned out. Even though there's a lot of bright colors, I feel it's chaotic, which is representational of my thought patterns. My brain is scrambled. I can't remember anything much. So thankfully my phone is keeping me on track with appointments and such. Here's a close-up of all the goodness. Look at all those layers. I can see down to scribble journaling, the dictionary pages, the paint, the mark making, and yeah, just weary. I could use a good long rest. Couldn't we all though, right? To recharge. So I think it turned out pretty good actually. I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and attention. It was really kind of you to click on the video and watch me fumble my way through this card and this word. I hope you and yours are enjoying the bright sunshine that's out there, the warmth that's coming, the birth and renewal of all things as we turn into spring. And I'd like to encourage you to do all the typical YouTube things. As well, a reminder, I do have an Etsy shop where I sell napkins and player piano paper and ephemera. If you're interested, the link will be in the description box. So, yeah, really happy with how this one turned out. And until my next video, bye-bye.